these numbers hold a frequency. When they're repeated in patterns like that, when it's like 111, this truly multiplies the frequency of that number 1, right? This is a time. This is honestly, this is going to be freaking amazing. I'm sorry to keep saying that, but truly, I want to make sure that you are diving in and you are listening to all of this. It's not just a fun little episode like it's a 111 portal. I think every portal is really important, but when it's tripled energy, it's really important. That means it's massive. That is the portal of the year. Whatever one is like a triple one for the year, that's the one for the year. That is where our energy lies. Hey friend, welcome to the Ready to Rise podcast. This is the podcast for ambitious, successful women who've checked off all the boxes. The career, the routines, the self-help books, and therapy, we've done it all. But if you're still feeling numb, stuck, or like you're just going through the motions, you're in the right place. Because I've totally been there, and I've healed myself using the tools that I now teach. I got certified in them so that I could help other women do the same. I'm your host, Audrey Rose, a registered nurse and somatic life coach, and I'm here to help you stop just coping, stop just going through the motions, and actually start feeling good again in your life, feeling happy again. Each week, we explore nervous system regulation, emotional wellness, and rituals that are rooted in ancient wisdom, ancient practices, so you can stop just going through the motions and stop just getting by and start really feeling lit up and alive and fully plugged in again. This is about real happiness, the kind that fills your body, lights you up, and helps you create a life that you are obsessed to wake up for. So are you ready? Because I'm excited to help you feel like you again. Hey, you guys. Okay, for those of you watching on YouTube, do you like my little scarf? It's from India. My husband just brought it. It's a chuni to cover your head with for temple, but I love it. And it smells like incense, and I'm just so happy about this. We're bringing the energy today, y'all. This is the 111 portal, and this is some really, it's very rare energetic doorway is what it is. This is like really good energy, really rare, and this deserves for us to really like kind of break it down, talk about it, and honestly to get into it, because I want you to make the most of this time. It's like really important. So this is truly, this can be a deeply transformative portal, like a gateway, or honestly, it's a rebirth. It's fresh alignment. It's really good. So this portal is, it's January 1st. Okay, that's great. But it's 111 because we're in 2026, which equals up to 1. And then January, of course, is the first month. And then it's the first day. So again, it's 111. But it's cute. It's exciting. It's 111. But this holds a frequency. These numbers hold a frequency. When they're repeated in patterns like that, when it's like 111, this truly multiplies the frequency of that number 1, right? Because it's tripled. I think every portal is really important, but when it's tripled energy, it's really important. That means it's massive. Like that is the portal of the year. Whatever one is like a triple one for the year, that's the one for the year. Like that is where our energy lies. It's going to be a 1 year. So this is really important to lean into the 111 portal, obviously. So energetic alignment is heightened right now. This is the window in time where the veil between our intentions, our manifestations, all of this will start to align. It feels thinner. We are able to really hear into our intuition, into our inner guidance system, our higher self, but also on a more universal level, whatever you believe in, whether it's God, spirits, spirit animals, I was going to say, just your ancestors, your angels, all of that, whatever it is that you believe in, just the higher frequency in general. So our clarity, our awareness, our potential itself are all amplified right now because we're able to listen in. We're able to like hear what's going on. It's honestly a rebirth period. So this is massive. It's truly, truly, truly just massive. So when you see a single number in numerology, I've already kind of explained this in the past, and there are different ways that different like numerologists or different thoughts of numerology like think about these things a little bit differently. But what I've understood, what I've learned is that when you see a single number, like the number 1, it carries a frequency. Every single number has a frequency. When you see it twice, it's amplified. That's amazing. That's why every single month, I love to highlight the portal of the month. 112233, whatever, right? Like that's why you see me doing all these sound baths and podcast episodes and all of that for whatever portal we're in for the month. But when you see it 3 times, that frequency is like supercharged. Like that frequency is like off the charts amazing. That is what this portal is. 111. It is dope. Honestly. This one is truly like a 111. There will be another similar portal a little bit later this year, but this is the one. We want to pay attention. We want to hone in. Plus, it kind of coincides with all that January 1st, New Year, New Me kind of stuff, right? I do not push. I'm not going to go on this rant, don't worry, but I do not push New Year, New Me for a big reason like March, springtime. That is truly like the new year. However, the rebirth frequency that's happening right now is important to lean into. It's massive. So we're going to talk a lot about that. But this is the powerful time to start to steer the direction of our lives in a way that gives us those quantum leaps, those big changes, those big manifestations, right? So when we lean into this number with number 1, again, supercharged portal, right? 111. So that frequency of whatever the number 1 represents is being tripled. So number 1, what is the frequency of number 1? What does number 1 represent? It is our identity. It is our ability to lead, leadership, right? Creation, independence, but it's really the rebirth energy. So this 1 energy it's new intentions, claiming personal power, choosing a new path or a new identity, new beginnings, reclaiming yourself, man, like amazing, right? Beginnings, the rebirths, that planting new seeds, new manifestations, right? Literally the ability to choose like a whole new you, a whole new direction. It's like personal authority because we are having the ability. A lot of us have had last year, it was not the best year for us. A lot of us had a hard time. And I feel like now with this gateway, with this portal opening, we are stepping into the ability to truly transform our lives and to choose it. That's where the personal authority comes into place. We are able to choose what we want for ourselves. It's not just about, like, oh, that would be a fun man. If I want a BMW, like that'd be so cool. It's like literally rebirth. If you went through some major shit last year, we are rebirthing it now. So we're choosing things, we're initiating things, we're stepping forward in our lives. It is the self. We're coming into a moment where we are being the self, the creator, the decision maker, us. And we're tripling that energy. So think of how much momentum that is, right? This portal represents kind of a convergence, if you will, of selfhood, of direction, of creation, the creation being like the rebirth, right? It is where we get to kind of recalibrate and lean into our identity, potentially creating a whole new cycle or a whole new identity, creating the new patterns, the new belief systems, new everything, new beginnings for the next 9-year cycle. Massive. We're being supported energetically by the universe, by the higher powers, whatever you believe in, to break free from the old version of ourselves. And we've already done a lot of work on that to prepare us to this point, as you know, like I've been talking about that. But really, to redefine who we are becoming, this is the time. This really is the time. Shifting timelines in our lives. If we were able to, during the energy of 9, right, which is the previous energy prior to this, if we were able to lean in and to really close those old loops, close those old patterns, like just kind of let go of all of that, we have opened up that space for where we are now, which is calling in all of these new beginnings, new identities, shifting timelines, because we're not going to relive the same old patterns, because we finally have closed them, stopped them. We're done, right? We've broken those cycles. Now we have the chance to realign with our purpose. It's amazing. It's not just like, I think that when we talk about manifesting, I think sometimes we think almost superficial, almost really light, like, oh, I want to manifest this new job, or I'm so good at manifesting because I manifested myself a private jet. Like, okay, that's awesome for you. But I'm talking about manifesting the life of your dreams. I'm talking about calling in a higher frequency for the next 9-year cycle, manifesting a new life, manifesting the relationships, the happiness, the excitement, the version of you who is thriving in her life. That is what we're calling in. And that's what this portal does. This portal is going to really work at the root, the level of who you believe you are. It is changing these cycles. We have completed the old patterns with the 9 energy. We have stopped the old cycles. We have stopped all of that. We've interrupted it. But now we have that chance again to really come into who we are at that root of us. We're relearning patterns. We're relearning our behaviors. We're manifesting the next version of us, literally watching it come into manifestation. But by choosing what we want in this upcoming time, by choosing who we are becoming, who can I no longer afford to be if I want the life I claim I desire. That is the energy right now. What am I doing, right? So you're going to notice yourself during this time having like sudden realizations about your life path. I'm talking like you're going to be driving, or my favorite thing, the shower thoughts, right? You're going to be just doing something and then have these sudden downloads of like, whoa, massive shifts need to happen in my life. I need to shut this down. I need to change that. And you know what? Like this thing is no longer working for me. Now I know it's on a positive level, not necessarily a negative level. So by that, I mean, it's kind of a negative energy when we're like, I want to cut this and I want to cut that and I want to do that. Really, what's happening is on a positive level where we are saying like, hold on, what I want to do right now is I want to call in this new pattern. I want to call in these new behaviors, these new routines, these new habits into my life for the next 9-year cycle so that I can become the version of myself I'm ready to be. It's truly that higher frequency energy, your highest self energy. You're going to notice that, and this is really cool and really exciting, I think, you are going to notice urgency around that. Like I'm talking, let's do a skincare routine because we all know it and that's kind of easy. Today, I get a download that like my highest self for this next 9-year cycle takes amazing care of her skin. So I go to the dermatologist. I find create like a good routine that works for me. I know what I'm looking at. I know what kind of serums or whatever. I know the steps that things go in. I bought a really high SPF, like a great, sunscreen, because we all know that's the key. And I know the routine, the steps, how I'm going to do it. So I created the whole routine for myself. I bought the supplies that I needed to incorporate this habit into my life. And now I've added in some like discipline or, I won't say motivation, but like basically some discipline so that I can start to implement that into my life every day, right? Because those are the habits and routines that are going to get me in for this next 9-year cycle. What happens is you're going to feel that urgency. So like I was saying, you're going to get this download that like skincare is the jam, and you're going to urgently get to the dermatologist, get all of that figured out, find out what products you need. You're going to buy them right away and you're going to like do the thing. And I'm not telling you to go spend your money. I'm just giving you the example. But like literally, that's what we are doing here. Urgency, but not anxiety. I'm not laying in bed at night making lists of all the things that I think I have to do to become this next level version of myself with a ton of anxiety. I'm not doing that. I'm just having urgency, meaning I'm getting shit done because I'm so ready for this rebirth chapter to step into this next version. You're going to notice clear inner knowing, clear intuitive hits, so much clarity. It might come to you through journaling. It might come to you through just, like walks are really good for that, or even like Reiki or some kind of a deep meditation. But you are really going to have a clear inner knowing of what is no longer aligned for you. People might call your phone. You don't answer. You just know that relationship's kind of over. People that used to kind of do, I won't say, I guess just quote unquote bad, right? Or they have, habits that you are no longer aligned with. It is going to be such a clear inner knowing that these people don't really hold a very close place in your life anymore. And these are not bad things. This is just you moving on from anything that has held you back before. Because we're not doing this anymore where we're doing all the old routines, the old patterns. We've already outgrown that. We've worked really hard to break those cycles. You probably noticed this in your family. I'm sure you've noticed, especially as you're coming out of the holiday season and we are, into January. I'm sure you've noticed that inside your families and things that there's already been a shift. Maybe people are talking about, all kinds of things that you disagree with at the, holiday dinner table, right? And you probably noticed yourself like, okay, I love these people. I want to be here. I want to spend time with them, but I am creating an emotional boundary while I'm here. I might be creating a physical boundary and having to leave by a certain time, whatever it is. And it doesn't mean that we don't love these people that are in our lives, but I think that you are really gaining an inner knowing about what's not aligned for you. And the best part is you're doing something about it. A lot of us get intuitive nudges, intuitive hits all the time, right? We know like, oh, this doesn't quite, maybe you're gossiping at work, right? Like the water cooler gossip, right? That, whatever that people say. You might notice this doesn't feel aligned for me. But maybe in the past, as those patterns and cycles were coming up in order to be broken, you took part in it still because you noticed like, whatever, like, yeah, this is fine, even though, but you had like this intuitive nudge that like, oh, something's not quite right about this situation. However, I'm not doing anything actively to prevent it, right? Like we didn't get that far yet, but we did have the nudge that like this pattern isn't right or this cycle isn't right, what I'm partaking in. But now with this rebirth energy, with this new fresh start energy, you have the desire for your actions to match the alignment because we are creating new patterns and new habits that reinforce them, new actions. So you are feeling this internal shift, and it's probably even hard to explain or to talk about, but I'm sure that you're walking around feeling like you're buzzing or floating or like something is changing. And it's almost that inner knowing of like, like I just won the lottery, honestly, in the best way, in the life sense of that, right? Like, oh my God, life is freaking changing for me and I feel so good. You are like probably glowing and have this inner smile because you have done the work, man. We have worked so hard and this 9 energy was massive, especially this year. Like it was just massive for us. We have done the work in the 9 energy and now we're here. And it's time to move through, move forward. It's just such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. I think a lot of people ask this question, so I really want to bring it up right now. A lot of people will ask me, like, should I ask for signs? If I'm starting to notice new patterns unfolding for myself that I've never really done before, and I'm like, is this the new me? Is this the highest self frequency? Whatever. Do I ask for signs to see if this is aligned for me or if this is true or if that's truly my new pattern? And I think that it's kind of like a double-edged answer. It's truly a yes and a no. Yes, because why not? I think that we like the validation. We like to know, right? So you can literally ask. Like I did this the other day pulling cards. I was using an actual tarot deck, but you can do oracle cards or whatever. You can ask for any kind of sign. Like, I want to see this animal if this happens, or I want to see this. Somebody kind of wronged me recently, and I really just didn't want to say anything about it because I feel like I've been a little bit of Karen energy. I'm not going to lie, but I think that that's a pattern that I'm breaking of staying silent and not speaking up and standing up for myself. So I feel like I've been a little bit of a Karen. So another thing came up and I was like, man, do I bring this up? Do I talk about it? Do I, do I do anything about it? And I kept thinking like, as a no, like I shouldn't, I kept feeling like, no, you've been doing the most, like we've got to stop. And I was like, let me just consult the tarot deck. And I was like, give me the card Justice. Give me the Justice card if I'm supposed to stand up for myself and do something about this incident. I shuffled it. What card flew out? The Justice card. So I think that, yes, you can ask for signs. I think that it then validates you. But here's the thing. You already know the truth. You already know the answer. So yeah, go ahead and like get that validation for yourself. Like that's fine. That's great. But I think that you already know the answer. And I don't think that you truly need it. I think that sometimes we avoid clarity because we think that there's a lot of hard work involved. There's revamping our lives. A lot of us, it means that there is going to be more work. It means change, and we don't always like change. Like the skincare routine example is so kind of easy. But yeah, I mean, if we are getting these massive downloads and massive clarity that like we need a whole new skincare routine, that causes change. There's work involved. We go to the dermatologist, we learn more about our skin as it's changed, and we learn what kind of things might be helpful for us that we might use. Then that involves a trip to the store or to Amazon, whatever, and getting the products, right? That involves us putting everything away, throwing out the old stuff. Even though that's like a kind of a funny and surface level example, there's work involved. There's change involved. And we don't always love that as humans. But I want you to know that this is for the better. And we are going to get locked back in, right? Like, what if I could tell you? Obviously, I cannot tell you this. And obviously, again, it's the surface level example. But what if I could tell you that if you took the time this month to see the dermatologist, create the brand new routine, to get the correct products, throw the old ones away, and then organize these nice and cute in your like little medicine cabinet or whatever, and start implementing this routine, that once you start locking in this routine, I mean, that might take you an extra month, right? To form all those habits, lock it in, get that routine going. So within like a 2-month period, you could have this whole new routine, all of the tools to support it, and have it locked in and ready to go to where now it's your new routine, it's your new habit every day. But it's locked in for the next 9 years. Hey, my love, I am so freaking pumped and I'm just so excited to announce this. I am hosting a free 1-1 portal sound bath. Y'all, January 1st, we already know that this is like big energy, renewal energy, but really the 1-1 portal this year, as we are headed into 2026, which is a 1 year, this is going to be just such good energy, honestly. Like this is like the big portal. Like for 2026, we have 2 big portals and this is one of them. This is like a massive, massive deal. January 1st is going to be really, really, really big energy as far as new beginnings, just trying new things, opening up a new chapter into our lives, like manifesting. Like this is going to be such a good time. So I wanted to give you a free sound bath so that you can really hone in on that energy. You can call in all of the things that you're ready to call in your life and really like take advantage of this beautiful energy of this time. You can get it for free, and the link in my bio on IG at Hello Audrey Rose or down below in the show notes. You do not want to miss this. This free sound bath is going to be so freaking good. I mean, that might make it more appealing or make it sound a little easier to do the change, to do the thing, right? So I think just kind of thinking of it that way, that like Yeah, there might be work involved. Yeah, it's change, which I'm not always comfortable with, but it's so that I can create a whole new version of myself, this glow up version, this brand new me. And that is amazing. So I want you to just lean into that. And I think it's just important. I think the best thing you could do right now while this portal is like open and fresh, because it's starting a whole new cycle for us. I want you to lean into what this is for you, who you are becoming, who you're about to embody, who are you reclaiming or rebirthing, right? What is the new beginning that's unfolding for you? Are you like in the middle of a journey that you know you're about to be in? Are you, starting like a new relationship journey, travel journey, moving somewhere? Like what is unfolding for you? Just you as yourself. Maybe there's old patterns that you've shed that you feel like have kept you small, or just an outdated version of yourself. And you know now who you're becoming, what version of you you're stepping into. I want you to get clear on that. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to who it is that you're becoming. The best way to do that is honestly by getting quiet, by regulating your nervous system. I know I say that every time, but that is how we manifest. That is how we make moves in life. We get quiet, we go within, we regulate so that we are not having this thoughts or these clarity, come through into a chaotic person, right? We don't want it to come through into our chaotic mind. So I want you to be intentional about getting quiet, slowing down, doing the journaling, doing the reflection, doing the thought process to learn more about who you're becoming, what you're manifesting, what you're calling in during this next cycle, this next period of your life. And then we can get the clarity on the actions and the steps that we're taking. And of course, I would love to invite you to my sound bath that I'm hosting. I'm hosting a free 111 portal sound bath for you guys. The link is in my bio at Hello Audrey Rose on Instagram or down below in the show notes. And it is completely free. Come and join me. Come get the sound bath so that you can really tune in, go inside, learn more about yourself, get those intuitive hits, those intuitive downloads, connect in with your higher self so that you can learn about what it is that we are coming into for this period. What are we manifesting? What are we calling in? I really want you to lean into that. And another thing I really want you to do during this period is start to take action. Just taking action. Showing yourself that you truly are in a rebirth period and that you're excited about it and that you're ready for it. I would personally it kind of piggybacks off of a lot of the 9 energy that I know we've been working through, but what I really want you to do is go and delete old phone numbers. Clean out your space. I know that this is going to be hard for you to do, but I want you to pull out that box of old clothes that are 3 sizes too small, that are laying underneath your bed, and throw that shit away. Donate it. Don't throw it away, but you know what I mean. The shoes that you were holding on to from high school, hoping that they'll come back into fashion again, honestly, I don't know if they ever will. And if they do, I'm not sure if it's a good thing. Go donate those. Get rid of these things. The teddy bear that your high school sweetheart got you, that you're still keeping under your bed or in your storage or whatever, but now you're married to somebody else, like just throw it away. Throw that one away. New things. And then coming into the energy of 1, taking the symbolic action for number 1, right? Change your environment. Change the environment of your habits, right? Get rid of the old things that are no longer serving you. And I want you to call in the new things that do. Maybe it's just space in your house. Maybe it's a new habit of going on a walk every morning. Like start paying attention to those habits. You already know the little habits that are going to help you get to where you're going in this next 9-year cycle of your life. So I want you to start doing the habits, do the things, start the new rituals, try the new things, bring it into your life. Getting coffee every Sunday morning with your significant other or a Friday night date night. Like, what is the highest version of you doing for these next 9 years? What are the habits looking like? What are the actions looking like? And start taking one of those actions. That's what I want you to do. And the last thing I want to share, because I feel like this is so important, I want you to ask yourself, what would the next version of me, what does the highest version of me, what does this upcoming new version of me, this rebirth version, do for herself? What does she choose? When we're faced with decisions, I want you to lean into that. When we go through our lives kind of on autopilot, we're not really paying attention, and it makes it easy for us to fall into old patterns. But we have done so much work to break the old cycles and the old patterns. We're not hurt anymore. So I want you to let go of that and come into the new version. What does she choose? What does she do? What does she go for, right? Be aware of that. Practice your awareness. When old habits come up, when old fears come up, right? When we're led by these old fears or this, this old stuff. What does the new me do? What does the next version of me choose? And with that, I just want to tell you, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here and pouring into yourself. I cannot wait to start this chapter. And I really do think that the sound bath that I'm giving you for free, and the link again in my bio or down in the show notes below, is the perfect place to start for all of this. So I will see you there. And again, just love you. Can't wait to embark on this journey. This is like massive, massive energy. We're changing our lives here. So you should be so proud of yourself. I will see you again soon.